What up with it, nieces and nephews? Uncle Chance coming back at you with another workout of the week. So for the last workout of the week, we did bicep curls, hammer and traditional dumbbell, because we don't got a barbell, that's for sure. So today we're at home again, as you can see, and I thought, well, what complements biceps? Triceps. Not exactly complementary, they're pretty much the opposite, but they're part of your upper arm. So let's hit it. Today I'm going to show you skull crushers or lying tricep extensions, however you want to call that. Skull crushers sounds cool and violent, and who doesn't like that every now and then? So, as you know, I'm pretending that we don't have equipment. If you have a set of dumbbells or your water bottles that have water, dirt, rocks, sand, whatever, grab you those. Just make sure that each one is of the same weight. Have yourself a mat or a pillow on the floor. Unless you have carpet, then you may not need to worry about it. But I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna lay on this here pillow. I'm gonna grab my water bottles. And here we go. So, I'm on my back. First off, the way I think of setting up for it is getting my hands even with my chest and press straight up like you're doing a floor chest press, not a bench press because there's no bench, but like a floor chest press. As you're here, your water bottles are above you. You want to lower them as close to your head as possible. What does that mean? How do I do that? Well, you need to relax your elbows and come from extension. Let the water bottles come down. Notice my elbows turn to about 90 degrees, a little more, because I'm really letting those water bottles sink past my head. From here, you then extend, and as if you're throwing the water bottles or the weights into the air. Again, relax the elbow, let the water bottles come to your head, and throw them back up. So that's a skull crusher. That's about as simple as it gets in terms of the basic form of the exercise. You relax the elbows, let the weights come, and then you fight them on the way back up by extending your elbow, working the tricep. The tricep is naturally, it has to work. Yeah, that's how it's getting up there. Now, you can of course do this with a barbell as well if you have one, or if you have a super large even weight, which probably not, but even I guess with dumbbells you could. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you have a barbell, your palms would need to face up unless you have a special barbell. We're not going to go there. And then you would again let your elbows relax, let your knuckles nearly touch your head. You don't want the bar or the dumbbell to ever hit your head. We don't want to actually crush our skulls, and then press back up. But if you have dumbbells, I would recommend just allowing your palms to face each other. Now, there is another way to do these that I find to be more like a tricep, like a proper tricep extension, and it's easier on my elbows and shoulders. So everything's gonna remain the same. Get your weights up in the air, but instead of just letting them come straight back up from where you're letting them drop, once they're next to your head, think more that you're pressing back into the air and let them come back down. And pressing back behind your head is what I mean, not just back up, but instead of coming straight into the air like that, come here and then throw them back behind your head a little bit, let them come and come back up. The other ones, they come kind of more even with my eyes. These are coming literally even with the top of my head. I think those are in a way more effective. They feel less stressful on my elbows and my shoulders, but it is kind of particular. There's a way to complicate these, of course. Not complicate, what should I say? Make harder. You could always do them unilaterally, so one at a time, without holding on to another weight. The idea with this would be to throw off your balance. So if you did these on a bench instead of the floor, this would require you to use your core to not allow the weight to pull you off. If it's a relatively light weight, like 5, 7.5, anything like that, you may not notice a lot, but as you go up, your core most certainly will have to fight. You could also alternate with weights in either hand, so instead of doing both at the same time, you could do one, come down, and hold the opposite one down as the other one's going up. It's gonna force your muscles to work a little harder because they're under tension for a longer amount of time. One more way that you could do these, I guess, if you just wanted to make it harder for the sake of time and efficiency, you could do a hollow hold. If you've not seen my video on hollow holds, I'll link that. That's like the second workout of the week, I think. You could do that and do tricep extensions. I'm just not sure how much you'd be able to really focus on proper hollow hold form. So that's something that you could play with. But yeah, beyond that, nothing too crazy. I just think it's really complimentary to have good triceps as well as work on your biceps as well. You need strength in both, and if you want the aesthetic of having muscles on the front and back of your arms is certainly necessary. I hope this video finds you well. If you'd like to see me do these with a barbell or with suspension trainers using my own body weight, leave a comment, send a message, anything like that. I'd be happy to show anything that does require equipment. I just need to know that enough people would be interested in it, because I'm assuming that everyone doesn't have a gym membership, and I'm assuming that everyone doesn't have any gym equipment in their home. We're keeping it simple. But if you want to see complicated stuff or stuff that uses equipment, I'm open to showing it, open to teaching it. You just let me know. I hope this finds you well. And as always, until next time, y'all stay safe. Uncle Chance is out of here.